Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening, depending on when you have decided to look at me or to listen to me. My name is Mel B. I am the host of this podcast, and together with my partner, Company Dormeo, the expert for sleeping, we are taking you through the area of quality sleep, how it is to sleep good, what are the benefits of the sleep, and how we can all enjoy the greater things that sleep can bring to our life. Well, today's episode is episode number 3, and I have decided to dedicate this topic to this period of our life when somehow we are all starting to think about what it is like to sleep for two, how it is to share the bed with someone else. So today's episode is exactly that, sleeping with a partner. What is the real deal when you have to share a bed with someone else? Or not have to, you decide to share the bed with someone else. So it will be an episode where we will share what are the benefits, what are the advantages, what are some challenges that come along when you decide to share a bed with someone else, how to overcome those, and a lot of interesting facts, of course. So, just at the beginning, I would like to say if you are sleeping alone, if you are single, you don't share a bed with anyone else, please don't go away. You can also listen to the episode because there is something that also will be interesting to you too. So, today's episode is for everyone, for the singles, for those who share a bed with someone, for the people who share the bed with pets or just plushies. Stay, stay and listen because it will be interesting. Maybe I can start actually with just exactly that. So, when you are sleeping alone, when you are a single and the bed is all yours, there are some things that are a little bit different, and I will call those advantages. Sleeping alone comes with certain number of advantages. First of all, it is a fact that all bed is yours. You are the one who decides not just how much of percentage wise of the bed you are going to take during the night, but also what is the temperature in the room, what kind of mattress is the one that you are sleeping on. So all those decisions are yours. So if you stay along and you listen this episode till the end, you will also hear what it is there that is waiting for you when it comes to such decisions. And I would say that it's not only about those facts which are on individual level when you sleep alone. It is also that sleeping habits and the way you prefer to take care of your sleep is also very individual. So decisions on when do you go to bed and when do you wake up are depending on you. You don't have to share that. You don't have to compromise. So also that, and I would say a certain number of advantages when you are sleeping alone. When you decide at a certain point in your life to share a bed with someone, these advantages actually, most of them, become compromises or mutual decisions. So stick around and listen, even if you're sleeping alone. What is that you have to be prepared for? What are the biggest decisions that you will have to make? So, like I said, episode is for everyone, for the singles, for those who share the bed with someone, for those who share the bed with a pet. Yeah, stay around. We will talk about advantages and disadvantages of sleeping with a partner. So, let's now talk about the advantages of good sleep. There are many of them. I will just I will bring forward three. I would say the most important ones. And the first one is called emotional bonding and the feeling of comfort that comes out of that. So when you are sleeping next to a person, next to your partner, a person that you are really fond of and you care about, there is one specific feeling that starts to develop. And that feeling is actually feeling of safety. Feeling of safety is a nice thing to have. It means that basically, you know that many people, when they come to the bed, they bring a lot of worries with them, and they tend to not just think about a lot of things, but also overthink many times. So the feeling of safety that is being developed tends to lower exactly those two. So less thinking and less worrying. Another thing when you are sleeping with a partner is the production of hormone of oxytocin. Oxytocin is a hormone that has all the beautiful names. It's a love hormone, it's a happiness hormone, it's a cuddle hormone. So when you are sleeping next to a person, even a smallest touch, like just hand to a hand, hug, cuddling, or whatever touching is involved when you go to the bed, the more the merrier. Whenever there is just a simple touch, oxytocin starts to produce in our body. And that's exactly what we want. We want as much as possible oxytocin. Why? Because it's such a lovely hormone. Immediately when there's oxytocin, the feeling of loneliness actually goes down, and there's so many nice feelings that are being produced, happiness and all the good feelings in our body. That also strengthens the emotional bond between the two partners. Another advantage of sleeping next to a person and your partner is, of course, the advantage of ensuring your better health and your better mental health. How come this is relevant? Well, I just mentioned it, oxytocin. So when we touch a person in the bed, the oxytocin starts to produce. And the more touch there is, the higher level of oxytocin are in our body. There are beautiful effects being made. But one of the very important effects is that higher the oxytocin, the lower the stress. And this is what we want. So when the stress starts to go down, we also lower not just the stress, but also hormone called cortisol. And this is the one we want to keep low. When our cortisol is low, then our immunity system has a chance to actually get stronger. So we want to have cortisol lower because our immunity starts to go up, and better immunity, better overall health. So and I'm not talking only about the physical health, I'm also talking about the mental health, because the feeling of safety, which I mentioned, the oxytocin production of these beautiful feelings, they also have direct effect on our mental health, especially when it comes to anxiety and depression. And the third benefit is that sleeping next to our partner and the person that we like improves overall sleeping habits, sleeping cycles, and the quality of the sleep. There is many decisions that we have to make when we decide to sleep good, and when we are doing it with a partner, likely is that we will make compromising decisions, but they will be good, that both of the sleeping habits of the both partners and sleeping cycles, they will somehow align over the time. That is a consequence that will happen. Over the time, things will get aligned. And also, when you sleep with the person you like and you care, the bonding and everything, that actually produces the feeling that you just tend to fall asleep faster, you tend to fall asleep better and longer. So the quality of your sleep is improving. And that is, I would say, a very important advantage of sleeping with a partner. So, like I said, there are very big advantages, but I just put out three. The emotional bonding and the comfort feeling coming out of that. We affect our health, not just the physical, but also the mental health. And our sleeping habits and overall quality of sleep is improved. So, let's see now what are the rest of the things that are relevant when you sleep with someone else. Sleeping with a partner comes, like I said, with advantages, but there are also some challenges, and these challenges are actually more often mentioned when it comes talking about how it is when you sleep with someone else than the advantages. This is why I decided first to talk about the advantages, then to talk about the challenges of sleeping next to someone. The first challenge I would like to talk about is the one that is very often mentioned, and that's the one which is called snoring of the partner. Believe it or not, but almost every second person that sleeps with someone else states in the researchers that at least once in a week has been awakened by the snoring sound of the partner. The problem is actually just in that fact. When there is a partner who has a problem of snoring, then the other person tends to wake up. Waking up of the person breaks the sleeping cycle, and the quality of sleep is immediately influenced. On this point, I'm not going to talk much about snoring because this is a serious challenge that has to be treated in a different way. I will just say that this is very often happening, and maybe what can help in this situation are the earplugs that you can buy, Or, for example, the night lamps with the sounds. Now there are many choices around us and they are very affordable, so that you can actually buy a night lamp and maybe play that sound, choose one of your sounds that you like. Maybe this will help that you prioritize that sound over the snoring and you don't wake up. Whatever you do, however you are solving this challenge of snoring partner, the point is that you have to make sure that the other partner who is not snoring doesn't wake up and doesn't break the cycle. Yes, snoring is sometimes referred as the concert during the night, and it is one concert that you don't even sometimes have to pay a ticket to be on. So for some people, snoring of the partner sounds like symphony. To other people, it sounds like a chainsaw. So it is different opinions, but this is one of the challenges that couples are faced with. Another challenge that I would like to highlight is actually the one that is happening the most often. I call it different types of battles in the bed. Those battles can be a battle for how much space of the bed is mine. It can be a battle for a blanket. It can be a battle for the firmness of the mattress. Still, the fact is that all the couples are battling about something when it comes to sleeping together. And there are many, many funny stories. And I'm sure that when you are listening to me, you are now imagining, oh my God, last night I was not the one who stole the blanket. I was the one who got cold all night. So if you are in sleeping situation with your partner where the other person or you are the one who are stealing blankets and everything around you, yeah, it's not bad to actually start thinking about the solution in a way to be open-minded. The strength of the inequality of relationship is not measured with the fact that you are sleeping under one blanket. It doesn't mean if you decide and opt for two separate blankets that your relationship is going to be less strong. It just means that you are preferring the quality of your sleep. So the solution for this kind of challenges is maybe that you decide that you will sleep under I would say split blankets or two individual duvets, or that you will buy a bigger bed together. Another challenge which is very present between the couples, because when you meet someone, you don't meet the actual replica of yourself. It's more likely that you will meet someone who is bringing to bed, let's say, temperature difference. Very often, one of the partners is cold, one of the partners is warm, and they have different preferences when it comes to AC, but they are also different preferences in the bed itself. So what do you do when one is hot as Sahara and one is very cold like North Pole? Well, again, you have to communicate, and there's have to be some agreements when it comes to the AC. And what I would also suggest is that it's not bad to read a little bit more. There's a lot of solutions when it comes to the bed and sleeping that are thermoregulative. Duvets come with thermoregulative properties. Mattresses are now developed in a way that they also include thermoregulative properties. So just search a little bit more and be open-minded and buy something that is good for both. Another challenge that I will mention is when two partners have different sleep cycles. Or I would say it when the night owl meets a very morning bird. There is collision happening. One likes to stay long awake. The other one likes to be awakened early in the morning. When you meet together, that can lead to many disagreements, of course, because everyone prefers his or her sleep cycle. But I mentioned it already, and the fact is that the longer you sleep with someone, even if there are so big differences in sleep cycles, it tends to align. But don't rely only on that. It can take years to align. So when really there are differences between night owl and morning bird, talk. Talking and conversating openly is a must in this situation. There are some boundaries in this situation that are very strict. They have to be set and both partners have to respect it. I always say, if you can, don't bring TV in the bedroom. But if you, for example, have a TV, one of those boundaries can be that you say, no TV after certain hour, and both partners have to respect that. So such firm boundaries are to be set when it comes to night owl versus the morning bird. And not just that, but use some minor solutions, like for example, like a sleeping masks, that can also help in some of the dealing with this situation when sleep cycles are completely different. Like I said, along the time they will eventually come together, but not immediately. So you have to conversate, you have to be open to each other. And one of our challenges that I will mention and explain, I call it mattress dilemma. When couples come together or partners, one of the first things is that they go to buy a mattress together, and there's so big number of couples, especially the younger ones, who in that situation don't find the ideal solution for both. For example, there are two people and one likes the soft mattress and the other one likes the firm mattress. They go to buy a mattress together. If they are younger generations, most likely one of them will actually accept the choice of the other one. I have to say that it's not really nice when you like the softer mattress, but you have accepted the firmer mattress just because you are adjusting more likely to your partner. That's not something that will on long run produce a lot of good things for you. So younger generations, they prioritize the bond between the partners over the quality of sleep. Very often it happens that one of them sacrifices the preference of the mattress firmness just to have this bond stronger. The times are changing, and that doesn't have to be a challenge anymore. The mattress development, even like Dormeo has in their mattress range many solutions for this situation. There are mattresses specially developed for couples. So look for a mattress that is developed in a way that you can adjust the cores. So it still is one mattress, but the cores, one of them can be adjusted so that the person doesn't have to immediately not choose what the person likes, but it's like a little bit like a compromise, and it's better for both of the partners. Thing is that, yeah, like I said, younger generations, they will choose the bond between partners over the quality of the sleep. Well, I would say the older generations, especially above 40, they don't tend to do those things very often. So if I would say a little bit older couple is choosing a mattress, they will put focus on the quality of sleep, and they will opt for, I would say, even sometimes two mattresses in one bed. So again, it's not bad. Your relationship is not weaker if you now decide to have two beds in one frame, or if you decide to have two beds. It's not weaker relationship. It means you are working on the quality of your sleep. If you sleep better, your quality is better, sleep is better, your physical health is better, you are in a better mood, you can work better on your relationship. So relationships can be strong if there is a healthy communication and healthy solutions so that both partners feel benefits of the sleep. So like I said, some couples opt for, I would say, personalized cores inside the mattress. Some opt for two mattresses, but even older generations, they opt for separate beds. And the relationships are fine. They survive and they are very good. Not just these, I would say, challenges that I mentioned, but there are many more. I like the one, it's called the pillow strategy. There are couples where one of the partners tends to sleep with many, many pillows. And you know what they do? They make like a fortress of the pillows during the night so that they protect their side of the bed. Well, yeah, if you are sleeping with someone like that, or you are the one like that, make sure that you are a little bit tolerant and you understand that the other person needs at least one pillow to sleep on during the night. There are many challenges when it comes to sleeping with a person next to you and as a couple, but they are all manageable if there is a willingness to conversate, to talk, to be open. Like I said, when we meet someone and we are going to share the bed 8 hours in a night with that person, it doesn't mean that we are going to meet exact replica of ourselves. It means that likely we are going to meet someone a little bit different, maybe a little bit more different. So the ability to talk, be open, and say what we prefer and what we want to prioritize makes all the difference. Then ability to compromise is very important. So I encourage all of you to talk to your partner. There are benefits of sleeping to your partner, but if there are challenges, you can work it out together. So after I have talked about the challenges, and as you can see, there are many challenges when it comes to sleeping with someone else, maybe I conclude all of this talk till now in few tips how you can better sleep next to someone, especially if you sleep with someone who is different than you are. Number one tip, and I mentioned it just a few minutes ago and explained it, is the communication. There has to be a solid, a healthy communication between two partners. Whenever you notice that there are some differences in anything when it comes to sleeping or what happens in the bedroom, talk to your partner, be open, try to find mutual solution. Communication, compromising, they go hand in hand in this situation. So you need to find something that is good for both of you, that you start to work on your sleep cycles, on the quality of your sleep. Second advice would be, and second tip, is that if you notice the differences and challenges, then when you are choosing a mattress, pillow, duvet, bed, look for solutions that can help you. The development of the sleeping products is gone far, and there are good solutions that are thermoregulative, two separate things, personalized. Opt for those that can help you, not immediately to solve your problem, but it will definitely make it smaller, and it will help you on solving the problem. My third advice, it's a little bit controversial, but I will still say it. It's called trial separation. When there are really big differences and one of the partners is really suffering and it cannot get any sleep, it would be good to talk and say that, because this trial separation is directly connected with communication. You have to say that tomorrow I have a very big day and I need to sleep, I need my quality sleep, that your partner knows that you will that night go, for example, in another bed and sleep one night to restart and refresh your body, get good quality sleep that night. Like I said, it doesn't mean anything bad. Your relationship is not weaker if you opt for separate mattresses, for separate duvets. If you opt that once in a while you will sleep one night in a different bed, not every night, but just once in a while, just because you want to get some good sleep for yourself, that's not bad. Your relationship is not weaker. Your relationship is not going to get damaged because you are talking about it, and that's your common decision and it's your mutual solution. So your relationship can get even stronger. So I just encourage you, talk to each other, be ready for compromises, look for a smart and good solutions when it comes to the bedding in your bedroom and your bedroom overall, night lamps and such things especially. And then sometimes if you lack your sleep, well, you can sleep one night in 3 months in a different bed and get your quality sleep. Along the time, you will find the best recipe for you and your partner, and there will be more advantages than the challenges of sleeping with your partner. Yes, it has been, I hope, exciting an episode for all of you. Even if you are sleeping alone, there was something that you can learn in this episode, even if that is in a sense, oh, that will be one day for me. So I hope everyone found something that is useful and interesting for your sleep when it comes to sleeping alone or sleeping with a partner. There are different, I would say, around the world habits when it comes to sleeping, and just think that maybe sometimes we have grown in tradition or a country where there is one approach to even sleeping with a partner. I will tell you that in another country it can be completely different, and that's both normal, just because they are part of traditions. In Japan, it's very normal that people sleep in different beds. In Scandinavian country, it's very normal that from the start you don't share one duvet, but you have individual duvets. So maybe just because in your country or my country where I grew up, it is kind of like a tradition that when you get to sleep with someone, you immediately share one big duvet, because that means that your relationship is just like that. Sometimes those are part of our tradition. We have to search for solutions for us. We have to be pragmatical and practical. So today I shared with you a lot of information, a lot of advices. I encourage you to start using them, because sleeping with someone else can bring significantly more benefits than challenges. But if you face the challenge, talk, communicate, and be ready for compromises. Thank you for listening. It was a pleasure for me to share all this information with you. I hope it will be, like I said, useful for you. Now I invite you. Can you share in comments maybe some your experiences? If you have a challenge with your partner, how did you overcome it? What did you do? It will be useful for others to read. And I think that when we mentioned about some challenges and when it happens to sleeping with someone else, we tend to smile on them. So please share your comments, like and follow when it comes to the podcast on the mail platforms. And that's it for today. Until the next time, I wish you to sleep good. I wish you sweet dreams. Your Mel B from the land of chocolates.